ionization energy or ionization enthalpy. Ionization energy is defined as the amount of energy required to remove the most loosely bound electron from an isolated gaseous atom. Okay, so ionization energy is defined as the amount of energy required to remove the most loosely bound electron. Okay, most loosely bound electron from an isolated gaseous atom. Okay. So, ionization enthalpy of an element is let the element be M. So, the ionization enthalpy of an element M is the enthalpy change. Okay, enthalpy change, that is delta H. So, if M is the atom, gaseous, isolated gaseous atom, okay, so it gets converted into M plus ion by the removal of an electron. The loosely bound electron is removed. Okay, so energy needed delta H, enthalpy change. Here the enthalpy change will be equal to delta IH, which is the ionization enthalpy. Okay, this is called as the first ionization energy. Okay, first ionization energy. Okay, this enthalpy change is the first ionization energy. Okay, so delta H will be equal to delta IH. Then, if smaller the value of this ionization energy, okay, so the electron can be easily removed from the atom. Okay, and this ionization energy can be measured in different units, that is electron volt per atom or kilojoule per mole of atom. Okay, so these are the two units used to represent the ionization energy. So the energy is required during this process. So this ionization energy will always a positive value. Okay, will always be a positive value, and this 1 electron volt equals 96.49 kilojoule per mole. Okay. Next, successive ionization energy. After the removal of first electron, it is possible to remove the second electron, and the energy required for this will be second ionization energy. Then again one more electron can be removed from the dipositive ion. So again the energy required will be third ionization energy. So energy required to remove the second electron is called as second ionization energy. Or IE2. Okay. Then next, the third electron, the energy required to remove the third electron is called as third ionization energy. IE3. Okay, so a gaseous atom IE1, this is the first ionization energy required to form a positive ion. Okay, then from a positive ion, second ionization energy IE2 is required to form a dipositive ion, and so on. Okay. So in this case, after the formation of a positive ion, we have to remove the electron from it. So the ionization energy required will be greater than the ionization energy of the first ionization energy. Similarly, the next ionization energy, there is a third ionization energy. The energy required to remove an electron from M2 plus, that will be still higher than the IE2. So the magnitude of IE3 will be greater than IE2, which will be greater than IE1. Okay, so this will be the order. Next, factors governing ionization energy. First one is atomic size. So, as the size increases, ionization energy decreases because the electrons are loosely bound, so it is very easy to remove the electron from the outermost shell. So, as the atomic size increases, ionization energy decreases. First point. Then, second point, nuclear charge. As the nuclear charge increases, the electrons are more tightly held to the nucleus. So, it is very difficult to remove the outermost electron. So, ionization energy increases. So, nuclear charge increases, ionization energy increases. Okay. Next, shielding effect or screening effect. What will happen? In multi-electron atoms, due to the shielding of inner electrons, the net effective charge or net effective nuclear charge decreases. So, as the nuclear charge decreases, ionization energy decreases. So, as the shielding effect increases, what will happen? Shielding effect increases, nuclear charge decreases. Okay, increases, nuclear charge decreases. So, ionization energy decreases. Then, fourth point, penetrating effect. So, the electrons are present in the same shell. A shell contains different subshells like S, P, D, F, etc. Okay. As the penetrating effect increases, ionization energy also increases. So, in the case of this S is having more penetrating effect, then comes P, then D and F. So, those having more penetrating power have more ionization energy. So, the order of ionization energy will be S is greater than P, which is greater than D, then F. This will be the order of ionization energy. So, S is having more ionization energy, then P, then D, then F. Now, fifth one is electronic configuration. Electronic configuration. So, we know stable electronic configuration, it is very difficult to remove the outermost electron from a stable electronic configuration. For example, in the case of noble gases, have stable electronic configuration. So, for a stable electronic configuration like noble gases, NS2, NP6, ionization energy is more. Ionization energy increases. Okay. Similarly, in the case of half filled and fully filled, half filled and fully filled, for example, in the case of nitrogen, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3, this is half filled, and beryllium, 1s2, 2s2. These are having stable configuration, okay, half filled and this fully filled. So it is difficult to remove the electron. So in such cases ionization energy increases, okay. These are the different factors governing the ionization energy, okay. Variation of ionization energy in periodic table along a period. In a period from left to right, atomic size decreases. So what will happen to the ionization energy? Ionization energy increases, okay. Example, lithium, beryllium, boron, okay. But there is a variation in the case of beryllium and boron. Second point is beryllium. Beryllium is having the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2. So stable electronic configuration. Boron electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. Okay, so beryllium is having more energy than boron. So there is a variation in the graph. Similarly, in the case of beryllium, the electron is in the S subshell. Here in the case of boron, it is in the p subshell. So this is having more penetrating power. So beryllium is having more ionization energy than boron. Okay, there is one more example, oxygen and nitrogen. Nitrogen is half filled. So it is having more ionization energy than oxygen. Okay, these are in the case of period. Next, what will happen in the case of group? In a group, what will happen? Even though the nuclear charge is increasing, down the group the size of the atom size increases. Okay. So even though nuclear charge increases, there is shielding effect, okay, shielding of inner electrons from the outermost electrons. So nuclear charge decreases, okay. Nuclear charge decreases, so ionization energy decreases, okay. This is in the case of period, okay.